my name's Hazel and I'm here to tell you about our plant of the week for this week. Here we have hardy fuchsias. Hardy fuchsias are so easy to grow. They're really low maintenance and they look stunning all the way from late spring right the way round to early winter, to the late frosts. You can see that they have lovely green foliage. This variety, Genii, has a really limey green colour which contrasts fantastically with the pinky purple flowers. They come in pairs, so they have two together coming from the same spot on the stem. They look like little tiny dancers. They're like little frilly dresses and tutus, and the way that they just move in the breeze, they look like they're dancing across the stage. Really, really sweet. These happen to be one of my parents' favourite flowers as well, so I've grown up with these and I wouldn't have a garden without them. Here we have one that I have at home. This is Mrs. Popple, and you can see it has these really gorgeous, rich purple skirts with these bright coloured dresses over the top that will dance around beautifully in the breeze. And the stems, they come up and then they start to arch over a little bit. It has this lovely loose kind of effect. And one thing about fuchsias is that you don't even need to deadhead them. The flowers will just fall off on their own in the breeze as they're spent. So fuchsias are really low maintenance. They like any kind of soil except really dry or really wet. They're happy in part shade as well, so in an east-facing garden with the morning sun, they're not worried about having any sun in the afternoon. They will grow and just thrive. Now, one thing that people often say is that fuchsias, even a hardy fuchsia, it's not really hardy. Sometimes the labels say you need to protect them from frost. But actually, if they're planted in the ground, the roots are fine, so long as they're not really sodden over the winter. And if it's a really hard winter, what will actually happen is that the top stems will just die off. But in the spring, just watch out for it. They'll all start shooting from the bottom and they'll all come back. And when you start seeing those new shoots, you just cut all the old growth off. So it'll almost be more like a perennial than a shrub. But in a mild winter, you'll keep the stems on them and they'll shoot from the stems as well. But in the spring, it is worth just cutting those stems back just a little bit, just to give it a bit more bushiness and to keep the tips looking good. So fuchsia is one of my favourite garden plants, really easy to look after, looks gorgeous for 3 seasons of the year. What's not to love?